my YouTube channel, Social Critic. I am Prashanth Kumar. We are discussing about 10th standard social science. Today, let me take the topic banking transactions from the business studies first lesson. Bank. When we remember money or finance, immediately in our mind comes bank. Or when we utter the word bank, immediately we think about the money. So it is two faces of a coin, money and bank. And here, the development of any country depends on the efficient banking system. And the bank advance money to agriculture, industries, traders, and all other sections of the society. And bank helps in the development. So let us discuss about what is bank. Yeah. So now, bank. Financial institution which accepts deposits from the public and use the money deposited as investment and agree to return whenever they require in the form of checks, drafts, etc. So here it acts as a media. Those who want to deposit, those who have excess money, they can deposit there. Those who want to take money, those who have scarcity of money, they can take loan. Between these two, those who have money, those who want money, between them, it acts as a medium. As a media, it is acting. And we don't have to search the person, those who have money. Directly we can go to the bank. And the term bank is derived from the Italian word banco or from the French word banque. Both means bench or money exchange table. Yeah. And the services of banks are called banking. Yeah. Bank repays a deposit in the form of checks, drafts, etc. So this is bank. And now we have discussed about the characteristics of banks. So there are several characteristics. It's a very important one. And the first one, dealing with money. And banks are financial institutions which deal with the money of the public, which accepts a deposit and which give loans to others. So that's why it is dealing with money. And banks are individual, firm or company. Bank may be a person, indigenous bankers what we call. It may be a person or it may be a firm or it may be a company. Banking company means what? The institution that deals with money, that is banking company. That's an institution. So it may be an individual, firm or company. Next, acceptance of deposit. Banks accept deposit from the public. And these deposits are returned whenever the customer demand and they give interest to that. And the people, they can keep their money safely in the bank. And banks acts as custodians of the deposits of the public. So acceptance of deposit. Lending loans. The advance, see the banks, the money deposited by the people, that is an asset, capital to them. They can give advance loans. They can advance loans to the industrial sectors, agriculture sectors, education or housing loans. And for people, personal loans they can give. So that's why lending loans is another characteristics of bank. Payment and withdrawal. Banks, they pay the facilitate the customers to withdraw their deposits in the form of checks, drafts, etc. And they can pay and they can withdraw. Both facility it is giving. And agency and utility services. It acts as agent. Banks provide various banking facility to its customers and general utility services and agency services, etc. For other companies, it will act as the agency. We can pay money through the bank. So like that, it acts as agency and utility services. Profit and service oriented. Bank is profit seeking institution, no doubt in it. But with that, having service oriented approach. Yes, yeah. Next, ever increasing function. Its function will not decrease. banks continuously expand and diversify their functions, its services and activities. Because economic development takes place. Now for that economic development is very important one. And connecting link. Banks acts as connecting link between the depositors and borrowers. Those who deposit, who have money, that one I told in earlier. Those who accept the deposits of the people, those who have money, and lend loan to the people, those who want. So that's why it acts as connecting link between the depositors and borrowers. Next, banking business. The main activity of the bank is the banking business. That is accepting deposits from the customers and lending the same to those who need money. And it is not a subsidiary to any other business. Definitely. So there is a banking business and name identity. Banks always add bank to their names. Example, Canara Bank, Vijaya Bank, Bank of Baroda now, Corporation Bank, State Bank of India, State Bank of Mysore, now State Bank of Mysore not there. So bank, for with every company they add bank. So it's a name identity. Bank is a name identity. These are the characteristics of banks. Now what functions they have? The functions of bank. So here, accepting deposits from public, we already discussed. Lending money to the public, loan, they will give loan. Transfer of money from one place to another place. And collecting money on check, draft and bills. Any check and draft if you give, they will collect money. And discounting of bills. Hiring safe deposit lockers. It provides safe deposit lockers. Conducting foreign exchange transactions, that one also they have. Foreign exchange transactions with the other currency, they will do it. Keeping valuables in safe custody. It gives security to your valuables. Issuing letter of credit and guarantee. Conducting government transactions. So like this, these are all functions. These functions the bank is doing. Okay, with this function, what is the relationship between the bankers and customers? That we have to discuss. The total relationship was divided into two. General relationship and special relationship. And general relationships, there are three types. And the first one, primary relationship, that is the debtor and creditor relationship, primary relationship. And subsidiary relationship, as a trustee and beneficiary relationship. Subsidiary relationship means agent and principal relationship. Acts as agent. In the characteristics we discussed about that. And what is a special relationship? Obligation to honor check. If you give the check for your account, they will oblige. They will accept that check and they have to pay the money if you give the check. And obligation to maintain secrecy of accounts. Your accounts secrecy they will maintain. They will not reveal that one to anyone. Without your permission, they will not give that one to anyone. So secrecy they will maintain. This is the relationship between the bankers and the customers. And what are the services they offer? Services offered by bank. See, many services they offer. Nearly 8 services they are offering. There is a debit and credit card. You know that debit card, credit card, etc. Okay, debit card, ATM card, and credit card, and the one you know that loan we can take in that one. Earlier we can purchase anything, and afterwards we have to pay money to the bank. Personal loans, yeah, they will provide personal loans, and home and vehicle loans. Mutual fund with the share market investment, mutual funds they will do, and safe deposit lockers for your valuables. Safe deposit lockers they will provide. Trust services, signature guarantee. Signature guarantee means, see, if anyone did the forgery of your sign, they will not accept that because already it is feeded there. And if there is a small change while your signature only, if you do little bit change, they will not accept it. If commonly it happens after many years, after the signature little bit changes, it happens. Then again we have to go to the bank and we have to show that it is our account, and with the proof we have to give another signature, specimen signature, what we give that one. So that's why by looking the signature, by comparing the signature, they will give. So signature guarantee. And e-banking, that one you know, through electronic banking they will do. Now mobile banking, etc. it is there. So these are the services offered by them. Next, banks and post offices. So actually, banking services, banking transactions, they will do, and bank lend money and collect interest on loans, etc. And the Reserve Bank of India, banking transactions of India are controlled by RBI, Reserve Bank of India. That RBI is known as the mother of banks, or bankers bank, or Central Bank of India. RBI is known as the mother of banks, or bankers bank, or Central Bank of India. And RBI formulates the monetary policy which should be followed by all banks. And today we have state bank groups, 20 nationalized banks, 21 private banks, and 19 foreign banks. And network of banks consists of 8,000 bank branches, rural banks, regional banks, and government and private banks. So all these are in India. And recent development in banking industry is inclusion of post offices. The postal department is planning to start bank to be tentatively called the Postal Bank of India. Postal Bank of India. And what are the financial services? So actually 90% of the post offices are in the semi-urban and urban areas. A big network of offices, post offices we have. So they are using that one. And the services mainly post office saving bank, SB account, issue of national savings certificate, NSC, and Kisan Vikas Patra, recurring deposit, RD, postal life insurance, PLI, and pension payments to post office, and money transfer, MO. So all these they will do. And actually the postal department is promoting a capital investment of rupees 1 crore, 1000 crore for the bank transaction. And this is the recent improvement in the banking system. So there is a bank and post office. Now we have to discuss about the types of banks. Different types of banks are there. That is Central Bank, or RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Commercial banks, Industrial Development Bank, Land Development Bank, LD Bank, indigenous banks. Indigenous banks or indigenous bankers, there's the money lenders, sahukars, etc. Pawn brokers, what we say. So they, indigenous bankers. Cooperative banks. So these are the different types of banks. Now we have to see different types of accounts. There are 4 types of accounts actually. Savings bank account, current account, recurring deposit account, term or fixed deposit account. Now we have to discuss one by one. First one, savings bank account, SB account. Everyone know this, common people they will do this. Everyone have account in the bank. It is opened by salaried person, students, senior citizens, pensioners, etc. So now everyone should have that. No restriction on the number and amount of deposits. And here interest is very less. And whatever the savings they have, they can deposit here in this SB account. And SB account is the basic account for all other accounts, and it's necessary. And through the check or ATM, you can withdraw money, or through slips, through paying slips, you can deposit amount, and withdrawal slip, we can withdraw money, or through check also. So it is possible. SB account. Current account. Current account is opened by businessmen. And here amount can be deposited or withdrawn any number of times in a day. But here in any number of times not possible. But in current account it is possible. And difference here, in the SB account we will get interest. It may be nominal, very less interest, 2%, 3%, etc. But in current account, no interest, but banks collect service charges or bank charges from the customer. For the business people, many times they need money in a day, or many times they will get money, they have to deposit it. So for them it is very, very useful. That is current account. Next, recurring deposit account, RD account. The RD account is opened for a purpose to be saved for a future date. For example, see here, deposits are made regularly on monthly basis. Every month 100 rupee, 500 rupees, or 1000 rupee, 5000, any amount regularly every month you can pay. So that will help in future, it become a big amount, and for the purpose of wedding of their children, or to buy costly items like land, car, etc. Future plan, for the education of the children. So we can save from now. Small amount every month we are saving, and it become a big amount in future. So that is RD account. And term or fixed deposit account. If we have huge amount, a big amount, then we can deposit in the bank in the term deposit or fixed account. And recently we don't need that after 3 months, after 6 months, or after 1 year, after 6 years. So that is a particular term we have to mention. Open for a fixed period by depositing a particular sum of money. And the deposit amount cannot be withdrawn before the expiry of the term. But we can, but the interest will be less. And for the FD, interest will be more. Okay, and the rate of interest is more here. Yes, these are the different types of accounts. And now we have to discuss about how to open a bank account. And we want to open a bank account. What to do? First, decide the type of account which you want to open. Which type of account you want to open? SB account, RD account, or fixed account, current account. You have to decide first. Okay, after deciding which account you want, then approach the bank of your choice. No one will force you. If you want to go to State Bank, okay, go to State Bank, or nearby which bank you have, Canara Bank it may be, or Bank of Baroda, or Corporation, whatever it may be. So which bank, your choice, you can meet and go and meet its office. That is the second step. Then there they will give a proposal form, and there approach the bank of your choice and fill up the bank account form. They will give an account form. You have to ask there in the office. I want to open a bank account. They will provide one account form or proposal form. You have to fill in that. And there your occupation, your name, occupation, address, everything you have to fill there. And with that, one specimen signature, 2 or 3 specimen signature you have to do. And with that proof you have to give any Aadhaar card, etc. You have to give, and the PAN card. This is what you have to give. Whether you need ATM or need check, etc. You have to write there. So Aadhaar card actually it is mandatory nowadays. And 2 or 3 photographs, passport size photographs you have to submit. So like this you have to fill, and then give reference for opening your bank account. Bank normally require reference or introduction of the prospective account holder. Any account holder they already have account, they have to give one reference, their signature necessary, and submit the bank account form duly filled. After doing all these things, we have to submit that bank account form to the bank. And there, as I told, address proof, PAN card, Aadhaar card, photographs, etc. we have to give. And after giving that, the officer in the bank will verify all the particulars submitted. After verification, we have to make initial deposit. 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, etc. Check if you want, it's more. ATM you want more, 1000 or 2000, etc. depending upon the area. So there, through the pay-in slip, they will you have to do the initial deposit, and passbook will be given to you. And pay-in slip book or checkbook will be issued to you. Yes. So these are the main procedure to open a bank account. So these 7 steps you have to remember. It's very important one. Next, why should we open bank account? What are the advantages of opening bank account? First, if you open a bank account which facilitates a safe custody of money, your money will be safe there. If you keep in your home, someone may steal. That's why here it's okay. We can keep there. If bank is stolen, your money is safe. And helps in making payments. If you have bank account, in payment it is very easy. From your account you can pay to others account. It's very easy. Helps in collection of money. From others we can collect money to your account. It's very easy. Give advance and loans. To give advance or to get loans, it is possible if you have account. Helps in smooth financial transaction. Not difficulty, very easy to do our financial transaction. That's why account is very important one. Provide safe deposit locker facility. If you want to keep your jewels, etc., or records, etc., it is very easy. There safely they will keep. That's why bank account is very important one. Everyone should open bank account, and everyone should know how to open bank account. Bank transactions very important one. Everyone should know that. So with this, we studied little bit about bank transaction. So again, I want to say everyone, every student, everyone should open and go to the bank and become independent and come to know about the bank transactions. Thank you. Thank you once again.